hello.
Thank
We
you
actually
so
don't
much.
hear you. There, speak a little bit more.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me?
I hear you. It's great. First of all, great to see your face and great to see your presence here with us.
You too. This has already been such a fun event. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, this is outstanding. So Hava, it's interesting. We've had a lot of Jewish musicians on SHM Sunday Song Session, and they've all been really good friends of mine. I've known them for many years. Hava, we don't know each other that well, which is such a shame. We know each other in name. We met at Biennial maybe once. Do you remember that?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course. So, but this is really truly wonderful. Hava's got that jazzy feel that a lot of Jewish musicians don't necessarily have. We all do Jewish rock and folk music, and which is all lovely, but Hava's got a jazzy feel, and she does both secular and Jewish music. She also is what is your position at DeHirsch? You're a soloist?
I am the artist in residence.
Artist in residence. Hava is also the artist in residence of Temple DeHirsch Sinai with my very good friend and classmate Rabbi Avi Fine and Danny Weiner and Neil Weinstein, and you guys have a great crew up there in the Emerald City. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Hava will sing for about 45 minutes, and then we'll have a chance for some question and answers, and if anybody has anything they'd like to ask. Sound good?
Sounds great to me.
All right, kick it off. Thanks, Hava.
Thank you, Rabbi, and thank you all for being here. I feel the festive vibes with the beer tasting, so I think we should just kind of cruise on that. If you want to, I'm spotlighted, but if you want to, you can also switch to see a gallery view so you can still see your friends. Feel free to continue chatting to each other because I really like watching the chat. It just gives me a flavor for the community. Also, I'm just going to say right now, whatever songs you want to hear, if you know any songs that you want to hear, put them in the chat. I may know it or I might not, but if I know it, I will definitely sing it. So I always start by leaning in a little bit because I like to make human contact with other people. So if you want to, you can lean in 2 inches and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, human contact. It just happens. Like you see other people's faces and our brains just automatically respond like, oh, friends. And I just love looking at your faces. So thank you for doing that. I'm going to start with an original. You might not know it yet, but if you want to join in, feel free anyway. And this is a welcoming song that we all can send blessings to each other and send love and spread love right through the screen safely without any worry about our health. Do-do-do, do-do-do. So this is the point when you can actually take your own personal blessings, just like we do during services. You have the moment of your own blessings of your heart to come forward, and you can send these blessings out to the other people right here, just through your eyes, through a smile, or you can send them out to all the people in your life. You can send a text or just think about the people. Just from our hearts, let's send out the blessings. May we be blessed under the wings of divine compassion. And may we be safe in the embrace of everlasting love. Come all of you, come all of us, and spread some love and kindness. Come all of you, come all of us, and spread some love and kindness. Do-do-do, do-do-do, Y'all, you are the nicest people I've ever met. I'm just watching the chat and I'm starting to cry already. Just, you're so kind. Thank you.
Get used to it, Chava. It's gonna come rolling in. They love music here.
Wow, that's something else. Thank you. I'm sitting in my garage. This is where my setup is. It's like detached from the house so that like my child can play and I don't have to worry about the sound or anything. So I have this little corner of the garage with the little setup and my plants, and then
Tell me more about this detaching and getting away from your child when you're working.
Well, for the first half of the pandemic or something, there was no school. And so all of the live streams were just the two of us, like, hi, it's me and my kid again. He had a little puppet and whatever, but finally he went to school and, it's been good. Both settings are good. It's nice to have our family right here. It's like you want to grab your kid and they're just right there and you can have a moment together. So I like seeing everyone's homes and lives. Tsena, that's my first request, and I love that song. So I'm one of these artists that I'm not that young. I'm in my 40s, and so I'm from the 70s, and so I love the Jewish songs from the 70s, the 80s, all the way through. I was a camp kid at Camp Swig in up there in San Jose, and then I never went to the other camps because I was too old, but I'm still loving the new music that's coming out. So I like the music from around all the different ages. So anything you want to request, thank you. Yeah. It's the Zoom settings. Really awesome. I think it's a good key. If you want to clap or whatever, do it. Zena, 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 Havano Tuhena, Hayalim, Bamboshava, Allah, 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 Titravena, mi ben Chai, Lishava. Zena, Zena, Havano Tuhena, Hayalim, Bamboshava, Allah, 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 Titravena, mi ben Chai, Lishava. Allah, 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 titchavena mi ben chai lishava. Zena, Zena, havana turena, hayalim b'moshava. Allah, Allah, titchavena mi ben chai lishava. Zena, 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 Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if that was too crazy. Aw, I do. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I have so many connections here. You know, I went to school in Santa Clarita at Cal Arts, so I do have some connections. You know, in Southern California, I worked at different various synagogues. I didn't ever work really in Orange County, but I did work in, around the LA, very widespread LA area. So it's so good to be here with. I just feel like you're my people. You know, we're West Coast people. Let's get another request. I will also sing my own originals and just whatever songs that come to mind. I have Debbie Friedman's anthology here.
That's such a winner. That is such a winner, that book.
Yeah, I'm a big fan and follower of Debbie Friedman's music. Always have been since my first day, and it was just her yahrzeit this recently. So, so if you have any Debbie Friedman songs, Rabbi, your classmate Rabbi Fine, he was my student at the Jewish Day School in middle school when I was the music teacher there. So.
The question that I have for you then, Chava, is did he have the beard back then?
He was definitely walking toward beardedness even then at the time. He was just always been such a cool person,
So awesome. Love Avi. Love Rabbi Fine.
It's so cool to be connected. And it looks like, we have a lot of connections here. I mean, this community, Rabbi Steinberg knows my dad, Rabbi Mirel, so he's still around. Oh my gosh, you were the student rabbi in Valencia? That was just before I was there. Oh, that is amazing. I was at a conservative shul in Valencia at the time. Anyway, it wasn't in Valencia, it was in Santa Clarita. Okay, so we have a lot of connections. We played the games. I did sing Come, which was, I didn't sing the Barhu version because I have multiple lyric sets for that one, for its concert time, but I sang that at the biennial when I met you, Rabbi. So I'm going to do another original song, and then I will sing Bashana Haba'ah as well, and I'll have a little spiel about that, because I'm just obsessed with the female composers that influenced me growing up. So we're talking about Nurit Hirsch, who wrote Bashana Haba'ah, Naomi Shemer, Debbie Friedman, and all of the amazing women who I was born into this great legacy of just women writing music. It was just like, that was the thing. At my Camp Swig days, Julie Silver was my mentor. She was the artist in residence for the summer when I was a song leader. So anyway, I'm going to sing an original, and then we're going to do Bashana Haba'ah. This is a song I wrote. Craig Taubman, you might have heard of him. He's another Jewish musician, a local guy from the West Coast too. He has a lot of cool stuff he does, and he put out a Jewels of Elul publication, and he asked me to write a song called What If? And he gave me the first two lines. It's kind of wacky, but it's just like using your imagination, like what if all of the infinite possibilities of what human life could be like. What if the planet wasn't round? What if the silence had a sound? What if we took our paradigms and flipped them upside down? What if we make room for us all? What if we wouldn't let you fall? What if we wore our bodies like the splendor that they are? What if we synthesize? What if we integrate? What if we energize? What if we liberate? Oh, gracious spirit of the universe, rise up like the sun. We've got some questions and we need divine direction. Help us to believe it's still to come, still to come, still to come. A better day is still to come. If you want to sing with me, here's your part. What if? Try it. What if? 3 more times. voice to the silenced? What if we let her blessings flow across the sea of broken hearts? Illuminate the broken sparks with love. What if we could heal the violence? What if we gave voice to the silenced? What if we let our blessings flow across this sea of broken hearts? Illuminate the broken sparks with love. Sing love if you want to. Love. 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 Oh, gracious Spirit. Sorry, it's so loud. Rise up like the sun. I won't do that again, I promise. We've got some questions and we need divine direction. Help us to believe. Help us to believe. It's still to come, still to come, still to come. A better day is still to come, still to come, still to come. A better life is still to come, still to come, still to come. A better world is still to come. Thank you, friends. Yes, What If is on my album Source of Love that came out, a little over a year ago. Thanks for saying that. Oh my goodness. I appreciate your hyping me so hard. I love it.
I know you. It's great.
How is this possible? I was just like a kid at camp like yesterday. How did this happen? I'm going to sing Bashana Haba'a, but I'm only going to sing the first verse because that's the only one I have memorized. So if that's cool, we'll just sing that one twice, or maybe we'll sing a Yai Lalai the second time through, and then everyone will be able to sing it. But I do want to say about this artist, Nurit Hirsch. Okay, she wrote the Oseh Shalom. You know what I'm talking about, like the one that everyone knows. And people tell me all the time, they're like, that's the Oseh Shalom. I know it from when I was a kid. Don't change it. Don't sing a new one. I'm like, that song wasn't even written when you were a kid. Because that song was from the 60s, and sometimes people telling me that, they were kids in the 40s. My point being, it's a song that has become part of our DNA. It's like so part of our soul that it goes back in time. And people in every denomination sing it. So I just love that because, she wrote it. Nurit Hirsch wrote that song when she was in her 20s. She was just a kid. She didn't know she was changing Jewish culture forever. Anyway, she wrote also Vashana Haba'a. So I'm going to sing that because that one was requested. But that was my little soapbox about Nurit Hirsch. Let's bring it up. Vashana Haba'a Nesheva Mirpeset Benisbor Tzipurim Nodedot Yaladim Bachusha Yesafaku Tofeset Ben Habayit Uvekasadot Otire Kamatovie Vashana Vashana Is that not the perfect song for this time, for this era? It's like how good it will be when, I don't know, when it's good, when we can all gather on the porch together. Someone has been requesting the Joni Mitchell songs, and the thing is, like, you really have to practice those ones. It's not something that I can just be like, oh, what key? Oh, I'll just do it in this key. Like, I would want to get that right, and I would want to have all the right tuning as well. So stay tuned, and maybe I'll do that later on Facebook Live or something. I don't know. Follow me on Facebook. Okay, now I did not write a Shalom Rav, but I did write an Oseh Shalom. So I'll just do that one. And I can also do the classic Shalom Rav written by my friend Cantor Jeff Klepper, who's one of my great mentors. And, you know, I haven't found a synagogue or a congregation that doesn't just love to hear that song. So let's do that one. I'm going to do this. This is my Oseh Shalom, which, I don't know, there's a backstory. Yeah, this is it from the album. I guess the backstory is Josh Nelson, who you may know from Jewish Music Life, called me one day in April 2018 or something, 2019. He called me one day, and that's kind of weird. Like, you know, he doesn't just call me. Well, he calls me sometimes. But anyway, he was calling me to ask me to sing at the biennial convention. And it was like my dream come true, you know? It was the big thing that ever happened to me. And this song just came out of me, like, in the excitement of just imagining that happening. So but really, more of it is just, it's a prayer for peace. And like I was saying about New Reed Hirsch, we all probably have a good Oseh Shalom in us that, you know, deserves to be heard and spoken. So whatever prayer is in your heart, in your own words, you know, the world awaits your prayer. Oseh Shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. And may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen. And may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Oseh Shalom b'romav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. Amen. Ve'imeru. Amen. Ve'imeru. Amen. Ve'imeru. Amen. And may we find peace, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen. And may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen.
Incredible.
Thanks. I'd like to sing that Shalom Rav and dedicate it to Lauren's bat mitzvah and all of the other moments in your congregational memory that have been so special among you all and with the rabbis and with the kids. And you know, this this song it's kind of a cultural song for our country. It was even in a TV show. I don't remember what it was, Grey's Anatomy or something, that Shalom Rav by Rabbi Jeff Klepper was in. And, it's kind of like, that was like a moment where it was like, okay, these songs have so well established themselves in our consciousness. It's the song you would sing if you were having a scary moment, or,
Chava, it's what we call, Ki'ilu versus Misinai, right? So we have like the ones that are, everybody's written, but the Misinai, like Debbie Friedman's Mishaberach, right? That was written on Sinai, and this one I feel like also was written on Sinai, and that's how everyone knows it.
Exactly. And it was the same with that Oseh Shalom. Not the one that I wrote, but the one that Nurit Hirsch wrote. I mean, it's like if you get Hasidic Jews singing this prayer, you know what I mean? It was written by a young woman. And so that was just like, it kind of goes, it's La'ela. It's above and beyond kind of any time or place. And so let's sing together. The only difference that I do with Cantor Klepper is that I sing it in a different key because, he's like a tenor or something. So for all those altos who have been waiting to sing this song in their own key, your time has come as well. So let's do it. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Tasim le'olam, ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom, ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom, shalom rav Yisrael amcha tasim. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael B'chol eit u'v'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. That's why we can't do a service without it, Okay, so many requests coming in, and I really want to do them all. This one, okay, it's a little bit obscure, but it is a request, and it is in my anthology, so I'm going to sing it. It's called The Youth Shall See Visions. It was from when I was in 4th grade, so 1984. So I don't know if that's exactly when it was written, but that's when it came into my life at the Jewish Day School of Metropolitan Seattle. Teachers who I still have today, a lot of them were Cage people. I don't know if any of you were Cage people, but as the Educators Conference, which still continues, of course, Rabbi, New Cage continues. And, so it's kind of like this is a crossover of music and education and reflection and, our responsibility as leaders. I'm not even going to look it up. I'm just going to sing it from memory, because if I don't know it from 4th grade, then what's wrong with me, okay? Okay, I'm going to sing it in this key. I don't sing it in Debbie Friedman's key. I'm warning you right now. She's got the great high range. Childhood was for fantasies, for nursery rhymes and toys. The world was much too busy to understand small girls and boys. As I grew up, I came to learn that life was not a game, that heroes were just people that we called another name, and the old shall dream dreams, and the choices to be made, and my life's at my command. I cannot have a future till I embrace my past. I promise to pursue the challenge. Time is going fast, and the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hopes shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Today's the day I take my stand, the future is mine to hold. Commitments that I make today are dreams from days of old. I have to make the way for generations come and go. I promise to pursue the challenge. No, I'm sorry. I have to teach them what I've learned so they will come to know that the old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions, and our hopes shall rise up to the sky. We must live for today, we must build for tomorrow. Give us time, give us strength, give us life. Give us time, give us strength, give us life, give us life. Thank you. Sorry I messed up the words, but you know, I think Debbie would be proud anyway that we're still singing her songs. Did you say Yerushalayim Shel Zahav? Is that a request that's come forth? Okay. You know, I told my friend Dave Schlossberg, who's a piano player for the Cantors, I told him that people often request that. It's one of my most oft requested songs, and I should really memorize it. But look, I'm going to look it up. That's why this is so great. Rabbi, do you want to say anything?
That I'm loving every second of this.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
I said that I'm loving every second of this.
Oh.
And I think everybody else is too.
Well, what an honor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Y'all, I feel the connections right here, and this is a very, very special community, and I'm just so grateful that I got to be here and experience your Zoomathon. I feel the passion and the energy, not just about this concert, obviously, but just about your commitment to the community and how you're just all showing up for each other like this a year into the pandemic. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to sing this, Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. If you want to look up the lyrics, they're easy to find on HebrewSongs.com. That's what I just did. And you can sing along. I'm not going to sing the whole thing. I'm going to sing the first 2 verses out of 4. Let's try it.
Chava, well, I'm speechless, and nobody has ever accused me of being speechless a day in my life. I would love to do a question and answer session, but I don't want to. So, can we keep singing?
Totally. And feel free to ask any questions, if you just put it in the chat. I will answer it. Like, yeah, I'm on Spotify. I have a website. Really, I'm not really that good at promoting, but the main thing I do is lead services these days at Temple to Hirsch Sinai in Seattle. And, you can follow their page if you want to see the services. I'm sure they're not at exactly the same time as your services. So, if you follow other temples, then they come up and you can see them. Lechilach, great request. Let's do it. Like I said, I am a big fan of Debbie Friedman. And, she came to my camp when I was a kid, Camp Swig, and she sang to us. And she also corrected us because we were singing the songs all wrong. And I just, I loved that because as a composer, she was teaching me, she taught me a lot about composition. And just in that session, she was like, you're not singing it right. I wouldn't have written it the same on the first time through as the second time. The second time you go higher because it's like it builds, So she gave us a composition lesson right there at the camp. So this is her Lechilach. I'll sing it in her key.
Place you do not know. Lechilach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing.
Maybe we should sing a Misha Berach. I know it seems a little outlandish because it's not during a service, but this is a time when we all need healing. So I'm going to do a couple healing blessings. You can bring to mind people who need healing because that's just like a constant need. It's not just a once a week thing now. We need healing all the time. And it's a good practice anyway to just bring healing into our lives through blessing and through song. So I'm going to sing a Misha Berach. It says, again, that we should find strength to be a blessing through our obstacles and through our hardships that may be within that. Just like Debbie Friedman herself found a healing blessing in her own need for healing. And that was a gift to the community. So we're bringing to mind those people in our lives and in the world who need healing, and those parts of ourselves that need healing, the parts that only we and God can know so that we can name them for ourselves.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha
still hearing these names. So we're going to continue with a couple more healing blessings. I wrote a healing blessing last week, and so I'm just going to sing it for you now. It uses the 6-word prayer. Have you heard about the 6-word memoirs here? It's kind of a trend to write 6-word memoirs or 6-word prayers, but there are a lot of them that we already have. Shema is a 6-word prayer. And one from the Torah also is Ana Elna Rafana La, which is Moses' prayer for healing of his sister Miriam. And so I put this together with a couple 6-word prayers that were sent to me from Bridgeport, Connecticut. The congregants had written them. Anyway, it's a cool thing if you ever want to hire a composer to write a song based on the words of your congregation. It's doable. It's something that happens now. So please keep sending the names for healing.
Chava, I speak for all of us when I say we really needed this. We really needed this. We have had a remarkable weekend. A piece of joy throughout a very challenging year. And we're going to talk about it. We've talked about it all weekend, how proud we are of this community, of how engaged people have stayed during this pandemic. Yes, we crave that personal and that touch, but we also have stayed with one another. And this weekend has just been a testament to that. But we all need healing of the mind, the soul, and the body. And this music has done it today. My friends, I see so many comments about how much you've loved today. If you loved this, and yes, it was a special one, tune in every Sunday. We do this every Sunday. SHM Sunday Song Sessions. Heals the soul. Music makes everything better. So Chava, on behalf of a very, very grateful community, thank you.
I couldn't be more grateful to you. This is absolutely what I needed too. And I think, it's an important thing to keep in mind is that the rabbis are here every week to hold space for our community and to give healing blessings. And they are also struggling with all this need and just seeing the community suffer. And so, it's nice for rabbis, for leaders, for everyone to get a chance to really just sit in a healing together as a community and be held like this. So helps me too.
Well, thank you. We're grateful. And I, for one, hope this is the start of a new relationship for you and I, and getting to know each other a little more and better, so then we can become good friends and have you more a part of our community.
That would be wonderful. I feel like I'm part of the family already.